Well, howdy there, folks. James, Political Friar, coming to you again. I got the University of Oregon hat on, and so I'm going to talk to you about a political topic today. This one is specifically the impeachment vote of the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mayorkas. It failed. Yeah, it failed. So, one of the things that I learned as an attorney is never ask a witness a question that you don't already know the answer to. And the analog to that is never call a vote in Congress that you know you're going to lose. Well, that's what Speaker Johnson failed to do in this particular case. So, Mayorkas arguably, let's go back to the articles of impeachment. The articles of impeachment basically accuse him of being incompetent, of not sufficiently enforcing the laws on the books and allowing migrants over the border when he ought not to have. And there's a good argument that those allegations are true, but that as a basis of impeachment, ah, little rough, little rough, because impeachment in the Constitution says, bribery, high crimes and misdemeanors, and treason. And incompetence, I'm not entirely sure that that's a high crime or misdemeanor. Actually, I'm entirely sure it's not. I'm entirely sure that making bad choices as a policymaker is not grounds for impeachment. But radical right wing Republicans who are looking for pelts to put up on their wall decided that this was the right way to go. This was something that they could do and damn the consequences. Let's go ahead and impeach him. It was bad idea. It was a bad idea from the beginning. These people don't have good judgment. Shocking that they would come up with bad ideas. Marjorie Taylor Greene shouldn't be in charge of a hot dog stand. And she's somewhat in charge of the right wing Republican Party at this point. So so they are making a mistake. They're messing up. And they managed to coerce and cajole the speaker, Johnson, into bringing this up for a vote. I don't think Johnson thought that this was a good vote. I think that Johnson didn't think he had any other choice. The reality is, if he didn't allow this vote, that he would have been removed. A motion for vacature would have happened because it only takes one at this point in the Republican caucus, and he saw what happened to McCarthy. So he allowed this to come up for a vote. And if you want me to go ahead and read some tea leaves, I think Speaker Johnson knew it was going to fail. I think that he's not that dumb. I think he knew that exactly the right number of otherwise not insane Republicans would vote against it. All the Democrats, plus just enough not crazy Republicans. And the other not crazy Republicans could vote for it because they knew it was going to fail. If this had been a vote for the life of these representatives, you would have had 100+ Republicans voting against impeachment. They knew that they could vote for it, knowing that it wouldn't pass, because the four folks who voted against it had volunteered as tribute. This never had a chance. This was a massive, massive overreach on the side of the Republican Party. And you would think that they'd have some experience with overreach on impeachments after their experience with Trump. But no. These folks they're not actually thinking people. They're ideologically in the tank. They they aren't connected with reality. And so it doesn't shock me at all that that just the minimum number of Republicans voted against this impeachment thing because it was ridiculous to begin with. If the Steve Scalise had been there to vote for impeachment as he would have, a different Republican would have voted against it. This never had a chance because those Republicans who voted against it understood that they will not always be in the majority. And if they break the precedent of using impeachment for purely political purposes, then Republicans will be impeached too. Because the Democrats, they don't have any moral high ground. The Democrats are terrible people too. Everybody over there is terrible. Those Republicans who voted against impeachment of Mayorkas are patriots. Celebrate them. Because they held the line on not being nuts. A line that the far right and the far left both ignore. They're fine being nuts. Anyway, it's just a thought. Let me know what I got wrong in the comments down below. Leave me a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and maybe tell a friend. I appreciate you. Thanks.